Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Isaac Kaduri. Today we're going to be talking about things that went down during the Grammy. I know some of you might have seen a lot about how Burna Boy performed and looking at other performance. Some people said Burna Boy didn't really do well from that his performance, and though he actually promoted Nigeria because everybody believes yes he's a Nigerian artist. When you look at the horns and every other percussions that were in that music, you really like it. The way he came out of like the underground thing, it was fine. But when you listen to his performance, you get to understand that it was like he was losing his breath even before he started. And if you look at the whole song from the beginning to the end, it was not like the regular Burna Boy kind of performance. I would say some of our Nigerian artists, they are not really used to some kind of stage, or will I say maybe his feedback was not really good enough. That is why he was performing as if he was losing his breath even before he started. I believe a lot of our Nigerian artists cannot actually perform, with live instruments and without having that backup, having you play your song at the background. Because if you check sometime, he will not even complete his words or his lyrics. Then he will wait and the horns and he will expect people to respond. If you look at other people's performance, they were able to do their lyrics, from beginning to the end. They were able to carry the crowd along. But it's not really that kind of thing that a lot of our Nigerian artists can do. Burna Boy is a good performer, but that one for me, it was not his regular kind of performance where you kind of feel Burna Boy whenever he's performing. Well, by the way, we noticed that he didn't win anything back home, and we were expecting the video to win. And I was actually rooting for him, believing that this would be our first Davido's awards. But along the line, I didn't even see him on the red carpet. I didn't even see him, maybe his flash video, where he was walking in or sitting in the crowd. Well, we thank God that has come and go. And although Wizkid also did not show up on the red carpet, we saw Redman, we saw Ashake, Thames brought us the award, and everybody was so happy. And he was able to relate it back home. Even after the award, she gave her appreciation to Wizkid. She thanks Wizkid for putting her on the line, helping her. For Wizkid putting her on the song Essence, and Essence really went global. From that time, everybody have been rooting and looking for Thames, till future. And a lot of people wanted her on their song. People were really waiting to hear her voice. Although I didn't really see her performance, I don't know how that went, but all the best. People were now saying something that I would now want to really explain so that people will understand how Grammy and the Music Awards is. We Nigerians, we fail to respect our own, which happens to be like the Headies and the other Nigeria's award. I think Headies is like the major award at the standing that has stayed the test of time even till now. And some of our Nigerian artists, they don't really appreciate it that much, which is very bad. Back to the Grammys, right? People are saying Essence shouldn't have won over some other best performance in that category. They were comparing her songs to other people, saying that other people sold more than her. But one thing that you people need to understand is that music is not about the popularity or the stream. Award is not about the stream or the number of YouTube views and the rest. The Academy, they don't really look at that. They look at the quality of the music. If you actually want to win an award, you have to consider the quality of your content, not just trying to entertain. How you deliver your words, what you are talking about, that matters a lot in music content. But people don't know that, and it's very, very, very important. All these platforms, they are designed for quality productions. If you look at it, you'll be wondering, why would someone like Femi Kuti or Seun Kuti will be nominated for an award? You'll be wondering, why would Burna Boy be nominated for an award or win an award? So if you sit down quietly and watch and listen through, you now look at the similarity of some of this African music that are nominated. You now look at the instrumentation, their vocals, the lyrics, all of this put together, the percussions, and somehow, some of these songs that are nominated, you can put them on the scale and write a classical song about them, and the orchestra can play it conveniently because there is a note that is, driving the song. And some of our hip hop song or the normal Afro pop song that we listen to, some of them you might not be able to listen to some of them without the normal instrumentation. Why some of them does not really have a strong lyrics that can drive the song. The notes that is backing most of those songs are not really melodious enough. Some artists will play with just 2 or 3 notes. Some of them will only do like in one major note, and after that there is nothing else. So if you look at the song winning Grammy, you'll be able to read different notes along with them. How it goes into their minor, the major. You'll be able to relate with it very well. But some of our songs, it is just the melody that you can just listen to without no content that you can really say, okay, this is what I can relate with. So that is why most times some people will never win these international awards. But when it comes to performance, some people used to say that our song is widely listened to. Who are the people that listen to our songs? Majority of the people that listen to our song abroad are Nigerians. We have the numbers, so these are the things that is really keeping us floating. We have a lot of Nigerians in Ghana doing businesses, and Nigeria likes to party. We have a lot of Nigerians in South Africa, in US, Ghana, in different part of the world. So even in Asia country, we have a lot of Nigerians. So all these numbers put together, if Burna Boy want to do a show, they just see it as a means to just come together. So that is why you have a lot of people, in the stadium trying to come and watch our Nigerian artists. You now hear people say, it is a shutdown. We listen to people saying that when I was in America, people were singing my songs word for word. Who are the majority singing your song word for word? Majority of them are Nigerians. So that is for the acceptance of our song. So you will not say that a lot of the Asian people, they are singing your song. No. Majority of them will not sing your song. Majority of them, they will rather sing songs from their culture. Korea have a lot of culture and a lot of, nice things. You will not expect a Burna Boy or a Davido to go and perform in a Korean state and expect people to really flow with it. No. The people that will flow with songs like that will be majority of the Nigerians or Africans that have, gotten themselves used to Nigerian song. They are the people listening and going to our concert. Maybe a Nigerian boy have a girlfriend and he needed to go for a Nigerian concert. He will come along with the girlfriend to go and feel the Nigerian party. So that's how it is. So not because Nigerians are really doing the numbers. So when we Nigerians are accepting our own, so there is no choice. The people abroad, they will also accept what we want. Let's quickly go to Achake. Achake said something very beautiful. He said, if any of us win, that is a win-win for every one of us in Nigeria. And it's true. Now that Thames have been able to bring their award home, it's a win-win for the whole of Nigeria. And we really like that. I saw one of Thames' performance where she was having the Nigerian flag. I think that's not the main concert, right? But when she was having the Nigerian flag, I was like, wow, I like it like this. So that I think is a nice thing when you represent your country and you represent your country well. So that's a very good one. There is one thing about power that some people misuse. There are some people that are not even supposed to attain the post of power. They are not supposed to even get there at all. Because when they get that power, they will misuse it. That is when you see somebody that you are taking to be a reputable person will just come to public and disgrace themselves. Ogun State monarch assaulted one of his chiefs in the viral video that is going around. But we heard that he has been slammed with a 6-month suspension. Are we going to say that 6-month suspension is enough for him? Instead of that, I think he should be taken off that post being the king or the whatever he is. Because if you look at it very well, you see that somebody that is there to misuse power. If you know somebody that will use power very well, it's from when they were nothing. That is when you can say, okay, with this, their little beginning or the way he or she behaves, that's how he will behave when he becomes a king or a queen. So for the way the Ogun State monarch behaved, it was really, really uncalled for. And doing it in the public place. And some of the words he was saying, if you look at his words, you just wonder like, how would somebody that is holding this kind of post be saying this dirty word? And he was even laying some negative words on the man. And I was wondering, is it because he's a chief and he's not a king like you or whatever? That is why you are using all these derogatory words on him. I felt ashamed for the monarch himself, because the way he treated his chief was very, very uncalled for, to the extent of one of his kindred or one of his people, hitting the man. I was looking at it like, this man is an old man. You don't supposed to treat this person like this, no matter the situation. And there is appropriate way to treat a chief or a human being. So you don't dehumanize people because of your position. You need to play the role of a father and be a good man. This will be an exemplary living that you are going to live for your children and the people in that community or in that village or environment. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell